The step-by-step guide to Facebook ad targeting for Shopify dropshipping in 2019. Sounds interesting? Let's get to the video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Jeffrey, and if you're new here, hello and welcome. My name's Jeffrey again, and I make e-commerce videos, dropshipping, entrepreneurship, and everything else in between. If you like what you see in this channel, be sure to subscribe, smash that like button, and comment down below what you want to see. Today, we're going to talk about the step-by-step guide to Facebook ad targeting for dropshipping in 2019. Due to some of the popular demand in the comments, I thought I'd make a video for you guys and share my thoughts and opinions and my knowledge, all for free in this channel. So without further ado, let's get right to the PowerPoint. So just an announcement, I would like to congratulate this week's winner and today's winner, 𝗘-𝗰𝗲𝗀 from last video, who commented down below, and congratulations. You can DM me on Instagram, or leave me a message and I can go over to your store, or give you a 30-minute call for free. If you want to be the next one, just comment down below BRANDFAM and let me know what you want to see next, or what you think of the video. And usually when we hit 10 comments, I would choose one winner, and then we'll get a free call, and then we'll go from there. So congratulations. So I just wanted to talk very briefly about Facebook targeting and why you should use it. Basically, you can really target a specific group of people with Facebook ads who are most likely and most interested in buying your product or your service. In terms of e-commerce and dropshipping, it's going to be a specific product. For example, like the products I mentioned in my previous video about the winners. And basically what this does, it will make your traffic more relevant, first of all. Second of all, it really increases conversion rate because the traffic is more relevant. That means people are more targeted and have more interest in your product. And it will also mean that you have more buying intent from the customers because they are interested in what you have to offer. And you're basically targeting people who are interested in a category that's the same as your product and niche. So definitely makes it more easier to target and makes the people more relevant and laser focused. So these are all helpful because again they're targeted traffic and not just regular cold traffic that have no relevance to your product whatsoever. So this is why Facebook targeting can actually be very powerful. So as you can see in the image, be sure to subscribe again if you're new. Turn notifications on if you haven't already so you don't miss out on any videos. I really also want to talk about the types of Facebook targeting that you can use. So basically in e-commerce there are 3 types of targeting. One of them is called stack targeting, second is flex targeting, and third will be single interest targeting. So what stacked means basically is putting all the related interests into one singular ad set. So for example, you have one ad set in the Facebook on Facebook ads. You're going to be putting all of the related interests into one of that ad set as well. So basically, just for example, all the the list of pet brands like PetSmart, Petco, any other brands like Whiskas, like pet food magazines or brands, stuff like that. So basically, you're just stacking all the interests into one ad set, and it will really be effective because they're all related, first of all, and second of all, it's easier to target and the audience size is a lot larger, so more room to scale. Second one is going to be flex targeting, where you're going to be narrowing down your audience to make your audience more precise and targeted. So for example, if you are selling a dog product, you might target people who like pets and also people who also like dogs. Or for example, if you're selling a specific breed of a product like Pomeranians or like pugs, you would target dogs and then narrow it down by people also who like pugs. So that also applies to any other products. So if you're selling a necklace that's like has a dog in it, or like some kind of dog related necklace, you would do necklace. You would target necklace, the general term, and then narrow it down by dogs, or pugs. So that's going to be flex targeting. So it makes it more laser focused. But the caveat to that is that sometimes the audience might be too small, so it might not be the best. So you really have to mess around with the audience size and your targeting first. So last but not least, we have single interest, which is pretty self-explanatory. You just have one single interest in one ad set. So that basically allows you to isolate the variable and know which particular type of audience is working the best. And that is really what I do most, because I like to see which audience and which pocket of people is the most interested, so I can, go into deeper into that pocket of people. Let's say, for example, we have 2 million plus people in that audience. You can actually target more people as you find out that that interest is working really well. So single interest, I would say most self-explanatory, most straightforward. And these are basically the main ones that people use in e-commerce industry, and it's pretty much all you need to know. So the type of people to target, who should you target? So as I mentioned in the last video, when I reviewed my free and saturated products, you should target any brands, any magazines, any TV shows, any celebrities or influencers within that niche or category, or sometimes even the category itself. For example, if you're doing cooking, you could target just the word cooking, or you could target other similar words like kitchenware, homeware, kitchen, cooking, food, stuff like that. So all these I'm not sure how to say it, but it's like more theoretical or like more regular terms, categorized terms to make it more generalized. So that works too. So we're just going to take this product right here that we just reviewed yesterday, which is going to be the 8-in-1 vegetable cutter, or the food cutter, whatever you want to call it. Basically what I would do is I would just target interests like Gordon Ramsay, who is a very famous chef, as all of you know. Hell's Kitchen, a very popular TV show featuring Gordon Ramsay. Master Chef, which is also another TV show. KitchenAid, which is a brand, and stuff like that. So basically, if you don't really know, you can just do a quick Google search. So for example, we can just do kitchen brands. Just Google it, kitchen brands or kitchenware brands. So you have all these different companies like Scavoloni, Valentine, whatever. Kitchen brands we love. You can also do kitchen TV shows, like that, and then you already have things like Good Eats, Master Chef, Iron Chef, Top Chef, loads of that. If you run out of ideas, you can actually use audience insights. So we're gonna be talking about that later on, so don't worry. So basically, these are the type of people who would benefit from the product the most, because this is what they're interested in and what they're passionate about, and they're really going to use it in their day-to-day basis because they like cooking a lot and stuff like that. And they'll also be most likely interested because they're passionate about the topic of cooking. So that's what I mean by really targeted and relevant traffic. So Facebook ad really allow you to hone in on that type of targeting and really reach people who are more warm and have a high intent to buy. You can actually go beyond just regular targeting. There are other software you can use out there, but it's not really needed. There are some additional softwares that are paid that you can use. Apparently Facebook hides some of the interests that you can see. So, but at this point, like for a beginner, it's not really relevant. You can still just use the suggestions and stuff like that. And it's effective enough. But one of the free tools you can really use is Facebook Insights, which I discussed just now. Basically, Facebook Insights will give you enough data, and the type of information you need for your target audience, and what kind of demographic in more detail. For example, the age demographic, like what age they are, what they like more, and different types of interests related to the interest that you're giving Facebook, you're entering, the type of professions and stuff, and basically Facebook as well though, they like to have your targeting more broad so they can choose what kind of audience will most likely buy. That tends to work better, I found out, and basically the more broad it is, the more likelihood, the higher likelihood that Facebook can find a good pocket of people that are likely to buy, because you're giving them more leeway to find the audience and use the algorithm to basically find the potential buyers for you. So let them find the buyers for you instead. So I'm just going to do that in practice, just in case you don't know how to do it. I have this example dashboard right here. We're just going to create an ad, create campaign. We're going to go to create new campaign. We're just going to call it test. For example, for this purpose, test, right like that. So we're going to be making a few ad sets. As you can see, we're going to duplicate that for, let's say, about 5 times or 6 times. I did something wrong here. This is supposed to be actually in the ad set level, so I apologize. I'm going to delete this first of all. Okay, you're going to go in here, and then this is where you duplicate. So you duplicate it 5 times, just like that. Select purchase. like that. And then you're just gonna fill in the blanks, as I said. So you're gonna go down here. Obviously, you're gonna do locations, people who live in this location. You could do e-packet countries if you want. If you don't know what e-packet is, I can just make a video as well, explain what it is, or in more detail, just comment down below. Basically, this is where you type the country. So I'm in Canada, so it's going to say Canada. You can do United States, the big 4 countries, stuff like that. So you can see potential reach 250 million people. This is where you're going to change the gender and age, but this is the most important. So as we mentioned just now, we're going to do something like kitchenware. Let's see, kitchenware, there you go. Should be pretty easy. And then you're just going to name a kitchenware like that on the top on the asset level. And here you can do kitchenware. You can do KitchenAid. We just mentioned that, very popular brand. So all you're going to do is you're going to change it to KitchenAid, and then you're going to do like 25+ age or something like that. So you can really visualize it and make it more organized. So next one, we're going to go to cookbook, or like cuisine art, kitchen knife, home appliances. You can do stuff like, let's just type Hell's Kitchen. US TV show. Yeah, there you go. So, okay, 70,000 people. Apparently that's not a lot of people, but I think it's just glitching because we have a 2.1K reach, so it doesn't really make sense. But anyway, you get the point. So you're just gonna go to suggestions. Actually, one little tip for you guys is if you run out of ideas for the different targeting, you can actually go down to suggestions box. You see Master Chef. We talked about that too. Go up here and then name it Master Chef 25+. Just like that. Let's go down. Rinse and repeat. Iron Chef America. There you go, perfect. This is what we call interest targeting. You can actually once in a while do like a kind of like a stacked targeting. So you just put like a bunch of different targeting. So Iron Chef America, Iron Chef. You could do Food Network, stuff like that. Chopped. Perfect, see? This is what we call stacked. So you can just do that and then press publish. So you're just gonna rinse and repeat for all the other ad sets, just like that. And basically once you're all done, you're gonna set the budget and then press publish and you're good to go. So just some tips for targeting. I'll actually stop broad as I mentioned because you shouldn't presume to know what your target audience is. You should actually let Facebook decide who the audience is for you. And you should let the data tell you who is your right audience, and don't just guess, because chances are they know more information and know more stuff about your target audience and who you're trying to reach. So even if it's very specific though, you should try to keep it more broad, because the broader it is, the easier it is to find a good pocket of people for you. And don't get too caught up on the details like conversion windows, manual bidding, if you heard of it before, bid caps, etc. It's not really required for you to do extremely big numbers, but obviously you can use different techniques to diversify and really help you scale up. But in the beginning, if you want to make a few $100 a day, $100 a day, it shouldn't really matter too much, because that's not what's going to make you the most sales. It's basically your product and a good creative, which brings me to my next point. Your creative, your ad is actually the most important thing. That will actually determine whether people will click on your website, have good cost per clicks, and other good metrics that determine whether your product will be scalable or not, or your ad sets. So there you go. So this is basically just the step-by-step guide to Facebook ad targeting. And if you have any other questions that you want to get answered, be sure to comment down below. Smash the like button if you enjoyed it, and hopefully I will catch you guys in the next video. And I want to thank you guys today for watching, and thank you to everyone who subscribed, because I really appreciate that. And we are growing really fast, so I would appreciate any other support you guys have, because I also spend a lot of time making these videos for you guys, and hopefully we can help each other out. So thank you again, and see you in the next video.